So today, guys, we are going to be playing with the build that I think a lot of you new returning players will love, and even some of you vets who want to use a build that requires no exotics. And that's what this build right here does. No weapon exotics, no gear exotic, and it still performs very well. So what we're going to do is I'm going to get in position because this build is about to do all the work for me. Let me get over here. Yeah. Get in cover. So it's all about setting yourself up. Let's get it, boys. And let's let our skills do all the work. Look at that. Get that guy, come on. There you go. And all I gotta do is sit back, right? Take a couple of shots. Look at this. And it's a elite convoy, I believe, at this that was coming out of the door. Oh no, they're behind. Yeah, see? Just look at this. Oh, got it. Look at this. Hostile supply convoy nearby. Just look at the armor come off the boss. Oh. Get him. Alright, we need ammo, so let's start moving that way.
Detecting additional hostile contacts. Incoming hostiles detected.
Let's go.
Detected hostile supply convoy, heavily armed.
Let's get in the spot over here. Just easy work, baby. Sitting back, letting the boys do all the work. And just look at this. He ain't how to do nothing. I'm just keeping in sync procced. Combined arms procced. That's my main. As long as I can see all the little symbols popped up at the bottom. Now I will tell you, you could run something like glass cannon, but I will tell you that that thing is is going to be very, very glass cannon. As you guys see right now, the amount of damage I was already taking. If I had something like glass cannon, like trying to keep this stuff procced would be a pain because I am just taking so much damage. So that's what I like about it. Just over here. Look at this, look at this. More.
Detecting additional hostile contact.
Elite convoy and a control point at the same time. Really pretty easy, right? You get admit? I need more ammo, man. Oh. We got so much stuff going on here. We gotta get that medic. He's getting everybody up. Oh, and that's why you just switch here. Swap to your pistol. Still has in sync. So I can get some ammo. Typically, you don't have as many enemies. It's just we had a. And like I said, my goal is really to keep combined arms up the whole time, right? For you new returning players, as you guys watching this, that's what having an extra pistol will do for you, and I'll show you why. It has almost the same talent, it's just not perfect. Oh.
Vital signs critical. Detected. Location guarded by hostiles. Supply room access unlocked.
And we're done. We just gotta finish off these last couple enemies. And there we go. Oh man, we got another one here. I think that's it. All this work for to be anything good? I don't think so. We'll collect everything though, and then let me show you the build because I think that's where you guys would be very happy with how this is set up. So let's go here. I think isn't it up here? I believe this is where it all went down. It's in here, no? Yep, right here.
Hostile supply car heavily armed.
There you go. So pretty easy, right? Even though it was a little intense, you guys got to remember we had a convoy and we had the NPC. So let's get into the build. Remember, there are no exotics on this build. Yes, with exotics you can improve it, and I'll explain in a second. So here you guys go, an all yellow build, no exotics needed. We are running the technician class. Remember, this gives you one skill tier. So this will allow me to roll one of my yellows to blue or red, whatever I want. And then it also has 10% skill damage. Now you can see I have all yellows on here because I didn't want to really roll anything, but you guys could actually add a blue armor core if you want. Now the main weapon I am using is a test subject. Now this is going to get me perfectly in sync. You can see mine has assault rifle health damage targets out of cover. And what Perfectly in Sync does, it gives you 20% skill damage for 5 seconds when you hit an enemy with your weapon. And then when your skill, like your assault turret or your drone, hits an enemy, you get 20% weapon damage. Now, if both of them are hitting at the same time, that's 40% extra weapon damage and 40% extra skill damage. That's why this one's actually really good. Now, if you have the capacitor, I would recommend using this. This is actually one of the more powerful skill weapons in the game. So if you guys have this, you guys can, but I wanted to create a build for new returning players who don't have this and just have a test subject. This is a great alternative. And as you guys saw, I was using a pistol, right? And what the pistol does is I have the TDI card, and remember this has 1 skill tier, so that means I can roll another yellow. But not only that, guys, if you look right here, it has in sync. So this one's 15% versus 20%, so a total of 30% weapon damage, 30% skill damage if you're hitting them at the same time. And if you run out of ammo, which sometimes you will, as you guys saw in that gameplay, well, that will be a great backup for you. So those are the main 2 weapons that you guys want to have: a pistol that has in sync, and then obviously the test subject. So let's get into the build, and I'll explain where you guys could add an exotic if you guys have it. If not, well, here you guys go. So we have the Wyvern Wear. We're running a 1 piece. This gives us a 10% skill damage, right? We have skill tier, skill damage, skill haste, and a skill haste mod on here. We go down to our chest piece. We have the Hannah U chest piece. We're running a 2 piece right here for the skill haste, skill damage, skill tier, skill haste, skill damage, and then obviously a skill haste mod. So a lot of skill damage, skill haste on this build, as you guys are noticing. No status effects needed for this build in particular. Now for the talent, I like going with kinetic momentum on a lot of my skill builds. Now, a lot of people like glass cannon. I personally like kinetic momentum because, you know, glass cannon has a lot of incoming damage, and I'm already all yellows, and I kind of want to sit back, just be able to, and if I need to keep test subject up, right, I'm gonna have to be out of cover. So having something like kinetic momentum is a little bit better because you're not having that incoming damage that could drop you instantly. Now remember, stacks increase your total skill damage by 1% up to 15 stacks per skill. So something for you guys to keep in mind with this. We go for the holster. We're running a 3-piece Empress International. So this is gonna give us skill health, skill damage, skill efficiency, which also gives us skill damage, status effects, and so on. And then we have skill tier, skill damage, and then we have status effects on here. And then obviously for this one, what you would wanna do is, you don't need the status effects. I would just put skill haste on there. You can see the skills come back pretty quick. So obviously skill haste is what you're gonna wanna go with there. For the knee pads, we have skill damage, skill haste, and this is our 2nd piece of Empress with 1 skill tier. And then for the 3rd piece of Empress, we have the gloves, skill haste, skill damage, and then a skill tier again. So those are your 3 pieces of Empress. And then our 2nd and final piece of Hannah U will be, that's gonna give us that 10% skill damage, is the backpack. Now for the backpack, we have skill tier on here, skill haste, skill damage, skill haste again for the mod, and we have perfect combined arms. Shooting an enemy increases total skill damage by 30% for 3 seconds. Now, if you're looking for a skill build that's going to just sit and cover and never really have to shoot, perfect combined arms isn't something for you, and I highly recommend putting something like tech support, because once you get that first skill kill, it increases total skill damage by 25% for 20 seconds, and you can just sit and cover. You never have to get out of cover. So that's something for a lot of you guys to think about. If you don't want to have to keep shooting your weapon, you just want to sit back, let your skills do most of the damage, well then tech support will be better for you than perfect combined arms. If you want more damage, perfect combined arms is going to be the way to go. And that is the build right there. Now for the skills, I like the striker drone. What that's going to do is that gives me 87,000 damage, right? That's pretty insane. And I also leveled this one up to 15 expertise, so it's getting a little bit more damage with that 15% striker damage. Definitely like that. We do have a damage mod on there, health, and a duration mod. And then I have the assault turret, which is gonna give me 133,000 damage. And then it's only leveled 5 expertise, so it gets an additional 5%. And then we have damage and duration and skill haste on that one too. So yeah, those are the 2 skills. This is the build right here. Now what I would tell you, if you wanna use an exotic piece, if you have the waveform holster, this is probably one of the best in slots for skill builds. So I would recommend, if you guys can get this piece, then I would just throw this in here and you're just gonna be hitting it that much harder because it works. So I wanted to create a build that didn't have any exotics, but if you have the waveform, I would put it here. And then obviously just run a 1 piece. I would take off that 10% skill damage you get from the Hannah U, and then I would just run that right there. And then obviously I would run the capacitor over the test subject if you have that too. So But both of these are really good, and you'll notice how hard they hit. So either way you go, even if you don't have any exotics, you can still perform well, as you guys are seeing here. All yellows. I think a lot of you guys will enjoy this build. So we're gonna wrap up the video here, guys. Appreciate the support, appreciate the love. Remember, if you guys want to see anything division related, if you're looking for news, if you're looking for guides, hunter guides, named item guides, exotic guides, check the playlist, guys. There's a full playlist on division on this channel. So hopefully you guys are enjoying this. We're gonna wrap it up here, guys. Appreciate the support, appreciate the love. See you guys in the next one. Ain't nothing but skills out.